Music with Miss Watson, you're gonna learn some things. You'll sing, say, dance, play, who knows what life will bring. We'll talk about composers and other stuff that's true. I'm just glad to make some music here with students just like you. Hello, Zephyr Bees, and welcome to the Composer of the Month podcast, where you'll find out the buzz on a famous composer. For the month of March, we're going to focus on composer John Philip Sousa, who was given the nickname the March King. Sousa was born in Washington, D.C., and began studying violin at 6 years old. Eventually, he learned all of the wind instruments. Sousa absolutely loved band. In fact, when he was 13 years old, he wanted to run off and join a circus band, but his attempt was unsuccessful. Instead, his dad enlisted him in the Marine Band, and Sousa was in it for 8 years. He then went on to perform and later conducted a theater orchestra, which is how he met his wife, who was a singer for one of the productions. He joined the Marine Band again as a conductor, serving 5 presidents, and led strict rehearsals, making the band really good. They were called the President's Own, which was and still is the premier military band. Now, I mentioned earlier that Sousa was the March King, but what does that mean? In his lifetime, John Philip Sousa composed over 100 marches, as well as other types of music, but marches were his specialty. So, what is a march exactly? A march is a musical genre that's a piece of music with a strong, regular rhythm. These were historically written for marching to and most frequently performed by a military band. One of Sousa's most popular marches was composed on Christmas Day in 1898. This one is called Stars and Stripes Forever. You may have heard this before, as it's often played on patriotic holidays and firework displays. It's also known for its famous piccolo solo. Let's take a listen. Fun fact about that piece is it's the national march for the United States of America. In addition to composing, Sousa was very passionate about music education and training students to learn band and orchestra instruments. In fact, he even helped invent an instrument to make playing tuba in a marching band easier. The instrument is called the sousaphone, named after our composer John Philip Sousa. Instead of having to carry a heavy tuba, this version wraps around the player's body and the bell faces forward and above the musician's head. One of the marches that Sousa was most proud of was his Semper Fidelis, which means always faithful in Latin. This is the official march of the Marine Corps and was one of Sousa's favorites. They even played it at his funeral. Take a quick listen. Sousa started his own band, which was not a military or marching band, but a concert band. They toured all over the world. When Sousa was 77 years old, he passed away in his hotel room from heart failure. He had just finished rehearsal a few hours earlier, and the last piece he conducted was Stars and Stripes Forever. 8 years later, in 1940, the U.S. Postal Service issued a commemorative 2-cent stamp with Sousa's image. Well, thanks for tuning in to find out the latest buzz on our Composer of the Month. Till next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay musical, Zephyr Bees.